Hey guys, welcome to MC Square Whiskey. Another video from me and the Hitman Rob. Tonight we are going to tackle Redwood Empire Cast Strength Pipe Dream. Stick around, we're going to get it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of MC Squared Whiskey video coming at you. First of all, guys, happy Thanksgiving week from me. Rob's there. We're ready to tear into this. Rob, what's going on, man?
Hey now, happy to have this bottle.
Damn
Searched
right, man.
high and wide for it last year, could not find it, and with your help this year,
So we lucked into a special place in North Carolina, and I grabbed them. We jumped on it, and at first we were a little skeptical, and we've gotten into it. Our bottles are about the same spot now, and our opinions have changed a little bit. I think, haven't they, Rob? Just a shade.
I would say that's true, Marty. First impressions of this bottle, it was thin, it was a little sour. We gave her a few days to open up, and now I'm feeling a little bit better about it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first couple pours we had, we were like, man, it's kind of light, it's weak, not a lot of oil. And, you think cast strength, you think, hey, man, this has got to have some kick, got to have some pungent. You don't know what's going to hit you in the face. And as we got back into it, it's like, man, this has gotten good. Let's do a video. We need to talk about this bottle because it's starting to hit now across the country. And we thought we'd get into it a little bit about it, just a little bit. We know it's 4 year minimum, and it can range up to 12 year. And it's kind of a weird mash bill. I think there's their juice from Redwood Empire and some MGP mixed in. Not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But 116.8 proof, so it's right in the wheelhouse of anything. If a lot of us high proof guys are 109 to 120, so this falls right into it. This is batch one, bottled in August of 2022. And this mash bill states that it is 74% corn, 20 rye, 4.5% malted barley, 1.5% wheat. So that's funky. I mean, that is a funky mash bill, man. It says uncut, unfiltered, the pipe dream. And on the bottle, of course, it's got the minimum age statement of 4 years. So anyway, like I said, cast strength, looking forward to doing it. So let's get into it, man. All right. Knows it, baby. What you got so far?
Barrel char,
A little bit.
little toasted marshmallow. Oh,
Yep.
well, not toasted, burnt.
Yeah. Campfire burnt.
Mm-hmm.
A little fruit note.
Definitely got some fruit on it. Ethanol does not push through the nose a whole
No.
lot for me.
Not bad. Definitely. Maybe we start churning into that candy apple a little bit. I don't know.
Caramel, toffee, maybe a little skin of a red apple for sure.
Yeah, a little that sugar's really there now a little bit, I think. And it's not confectionery; it's more of just like a burnt sugar for me.
Yeah, definitely some char there. Maybe it's some of that. Who knows how much 12 years in it? But you can pull a little age off of the nose for sure.
Yeah, I mean the colors. It's a light amber. It's not really a dark gold. I don't think the legs on it are pretty stationary, man. They move slow, so it's got some oil to it. I don't think it's really a sheet like some of the heavier oily cast strengths we've had, but it's definitely working in the Glen. Yeah, that candy apple note, Rob, still hitting for me. That
Yes.
that burnt sugar. I think you're right. It's not really creme brulee. I don't get the vanilla as
No,
much.
not a bunch of vanilla pushing through for me,
Right.
but there's definitely some candy notes on there, some barrel char.
I think the barrel is nice. It's almost. I don't think it's toasted, but I'm sure it's a higher char level because you're dealing with multiple barrels because of the blend.
Sure.
But it's got a toasted note for me.
Let's taste this son of a gun,
All
see
right.
where we're at.
Hot damn cheers. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Mm. I can tell you what I think awkward. It's awkward about it, but it's in a good way. But I want you to talk first. I talk too much, so go ahead. Tell me what you get.
Most of the notes from the nose transfer to the palate.
I can get that.
There's some barrel char on there. There's definitely that burnt sugar, toffee, caramel. Your run of the mill bourbon notes on the palate. I will say that as we discussed before, there is a sour note on the late palate to finish on this. It's not terribly off-putting.
Well, let me say this: do you think everything is front mid palate like I'm getting? Not a lot of the killer notes on the finish.
The finish comes back to me, but there's a little bit of ethanol in it. But the barrel char is there. The finish is lacking overall, but full flavor from front to mid palate. However, the finish is definitely lacking, and overall, there's not a whole lot of body to it. It's not oily; it's a little thin, but not. There's something there that I'm having a little trouble getting.
I think the finish, if you sit there and hold it for a second, I think the finish is getting that apple note. I think that it's a black pepper apple a little bit because of the proof.
I mean, I don't know that I feel the proof at 116
No,
on
I
this.
don't. I really don't either because everything's front mid for me.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly there is some ethanol finish on it. Black pepper I can understand. Something on that finish gets a little sour for me, but at the end of the day, overall, what I thought about this when I first opened the bottle compared to today, and I'm anxious to get this down a little further and see what happens, but the flavor's there, front to mid palate. It
Yeah.
does lack a little bit of the finish. Ethanol comes through on the finish,
Yeah.
but I'm getting some barrel char. I'm getting some sugar notes, some burnt sugar notes, some caramel, some toffee, a little bit of that apple, like you say, and it does sour a little bit for me on the finish, but not in a terribly.
That sour you're getting is now turned to the sugar fruit, and it's very low. It's not excuse me. It's not a heat rise. It's not a throat punch. It's not a Kentucky hug. It's just a flavor rise for me with that apple sugar, and it's kind of nice. But you have to sit to get those notes. I think, Rob, you got to sit down with it and really try to evaluate it. It's not like you're just going to sip it and like, oh God, there's the apple, the sugar. I think
Yeah.
you have to go looking for it.
Yep.
On the finish.
I would agree with that. If you sat down and drank this at first, there are a couple spots on this where it's lacking, and where that is mouthfeel, finish. However, $86,
Hard to find for us.
definitely hard to find. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can catch the other. What is it? Other two? There's a bull rye and a
Yeah.
and a rye of this.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see where these other ones are at if we can get our hands on it. I'm not mad at this bottle at all at 86
No.
bucks these days. I think it's come around a little bit. Don't even have it below the shoulder yet. $86. It's a buy. Um, I would. I'm hoping that it opens up a little bit more.
Yeah. That black pepper's starting to push through mid-late palate for me.
I'm
And I think
starting.
that's the proof. The
I'm
cask
starting to
strength
get.
side of it.
I'm starting to get some floral notes out of it now.
Yeah.
Maybe a little rose water. Maybe just a hint of citrus.
I still like the barrel on the nose, though. I really
The
do.
barrel.
I think the barrel is nice.
It's got some barrel char to it. As I sip through this, I'm starting to get a little bit more of the ethanol, but it's not overpowering. It might be showing its youth a little bit, but overall, I'm not mad at it at all for $86.
Well,
What do you think?
I was thinking when you were giving that explanation, maybe we should put it against Calumet 16. But the reason I withdraw that is because I know how strong that barrel note is on that
Yeah,
16.
I think Calumet 16 will, as far if you want to talk
You think
barrel,
it'll kick the shit out of it?
it'll kick the shit out of it. If
Yeah, but you know what though? Hey, you got to compare the money.
well,
Yeah, we're talking 86 to 150 on the other.
well,
I mean, I know it's gone down. I know Kevin's found it under 130. I've not seen it.
yeah,
At
I
that.
I still see it right around that $120 mark, but
I think I'm going to give you a quick rating. What I think. I think on the nose, 1 out of 10. I think it's probably a 7.5. I think it's got a nice upfront barrel. I think you get that burnt sugar. You start to get that apple, not really apple fritter, as I want to really call it with that sugar. I think it's more of just like an apple peel on the nose. So I like that rating. I think on the front mid palate, that's where everything's at on this whiskey. I think everything's front or mid. I like it. I would go probably 7.9 on the palate. I don't think it's quite an 8. 8 is very good to excellent in most people's ratings. For me, I think it's okay. I'm not, like you said, man, I'm not mad at it. The finish, I think, is very unique because there's not a lot there. And I get that apple and that burnt sugar right at the back end late. So I like the finish a lot. As weird as that is, after I say it's not there, but it's got that little bit that comes back. I do like that little bit of finish. So the finish is almost an 8 for me. And I know
wow.
that's high, but
I'm gonna say on the nose, I like it at about a 7.
okay.
The finish falls short for me because it becomes ethanol forward.
Okay.
Front to mid palate is pleasing. I'll give it a 6.9 overall.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm right there with you between 6.9, 7.5. I think it's a good whiskey. I think like we said early in the description that it's a weird mash bill. There's some funky stuff going into this, which is unusual, which is nice. Good. Mix it up, man. Give us something crazy. But I do think I like it overall. At first I didn't. I thought it was like, damn, it's wet. It dries you out a little bit. It's not got a lot, any oil on it. But now that we've gotten back into it, I think it's changed for me quite a bit. So I'm not, like you said, man, I'm, in the Rob McCorkle words, I'm not mad at it.
And again, $86 in the world of whiskey these days.
Yeah.
There's probably people that are seeing these bottles for 110 or 120. What's the most you would pay for this bottle, Marty?
I think where we're at, no more than 90.
Yeah, I agree.
And we jumped on it because we knew we wouldn't see it again if we're lucky. North Carolina here is covered up in regular Redwood Empires. And we were hoping this would show up eventually, and this bottle did, but we didn't see the others. So we jumped on it just because, we wanted it, and we've talked about it for several months. That this could be a hitter. Like I said, man, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a good whiskey. Would I back it up? No. I think it's good for what it is one time, and we'll see what else we can find. But what do you think? Are you good with the one bottle?
I'm okay with it. I would like to revisit it. A couple steps down the bottle, see where we're at when we get it down past the label a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's a buy at $86. Not gonna back it up. The finish was a killer for me.
Yeah, the finish is a letdown. I do like the notes I get like I said, that revisit, but there's no proof on the revisit. It's all front middle on the proof.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know we're keep repeating ourselves, but I'm just really wanting everybody to understand the evaluation on this bottle because it's been sought after for a long time. And I'm like I said, it's good. I'm okay with it. And it may get better, Rob, as we get down into the label and everything else. So,
and we'll certainly holler back at you when we get it down.
Damn right. So, hey guys, check it out. I think it's a buy under $100. If you see it, I think it's a buy.
I certainly agree.
Yeah. So just quick channel update, guys. When this video hits, it'll be Tuesday, our normal live stream time, but it's Thanksgiving week and everybody's busy and family is doing this and that and the other and all that. So enjoy this video. We'll be back with you soon. We hope the following week, if we can, get Stacy Ripperhorn ready to go and have 4-leaf whiskey on and get these Irish samples she sent me and Rob going, and we're really looking forward to that. So we'll keep you posted the best we can. And with that, man, Rob, happy Thanksgiving, buddy, if I don't see you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother.
All
happy
right,
holidays,
guys,
everybody.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure you hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and share us when you can, guys. Cheers, everybody.